Alright, where's the parking lot? There. Alright, to the right, left, straight, left. I want to try to get all of the campsites before we run out of time on the stream and before we run out of daylight in-game. That would be really nice. And this is the point where having a UTV really comes in handy. Because if we try to go up this mountain in a Jeep, we'd be in a world of pain. Like this track here with a Jeep is painful. But with the free UTVs or the Kawasaki UTVs, it's actually pretty manageable. Got some amazing views though. Just look at this place, it's so gorgeous. Gonna have to make sure that I don't accidentally drive myself off a cliff just looking at the landscape. Windside viewpoint. Oh, whoa. I was actually trying to steer left of that. For some reason couldn't manage to. Oh, whoops, yeah. That was my fault. And this area is also really good if you're looking for high quality elk and high quality black bears. This area is pretty decent as well. Alright, go left. Come on, let's get through this without totaling our car. Oh, what do we have here? Wolves. Hi. How's it going? Usually wolves in this game, wolves and elk and red deer spook extremely easily in this game. Cape buffalo as well. So those are the ones where you want to be really, really careful when you're approaching. We kind of got very close to them very quickly because we were using the because we were using the car. Okay, I believe somewhere over here should be the campsite, no? There it is. Ha! Found you. Hey there, little hunter. I'm looking for help with a wolf matter. I'm in search of a very specific one. Some people suggest he never existed, but I will be the judge of that. He used to follow me through the forest, and I felt less alone, guarded. I remember his big hooded eyes and unusual reddish coat. My grandmother used to detest wolves in the Cascade Forest, but maybe because she was made fun of because she looked and even sounded like one. But she died a while ago from kidney stones. I know he can't be alive now, but I wish to see him again. Can you sweep the forest and find the most similar one? Scarlet. So we have a girl with a name that literally means red. And she has a grandmother who looked like and sounded like a wolf, and she wants us to find a wolf. This is the Little Red Riding Hood reference. But yeah, this mission is actually a bit of a pain in the ass, because it requires you to find a 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star wolf. And I remember when I first did this map, this was the last mission I completed because it was such a pain. Alright. Now we go back. Left, left, and then left again. And then right until we get to the campsite. So 3 times left, 1 times right. Let's go. Hang on. Just gonna fix my stream real quick. Number 1. Oh, some deer. Number 2. Oh, that's right, we have mule deer and I think 1 group of whitetail over here, but they are low fitness because this is a secondary habitat for them. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Jesus. The vehicle physics in this game can be amazing sometimes. Oh, there's a black bear calling. I don't have time to go looking for him right now, though. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be black bear and bighorn scouting day. And wolves. I think those are the only 4 on this map where we have to worry about the stars. There was something hoofed to our right, probably elk, because I know there's a pretty stacked elk herd here. Every single playthrough I've done of this map, that elk herd on the right over here has been amazing. It's the herd that keeps on giving. This lake is where we have a bunch of black bear drink zones. But we're not interested in those right now. We just want a campsite, and if I remember correctly, this is the campsite that gives us a task for a young, adult, and mature Rocky Mountain elk. Doesn't matter if it's male or female, but it needs to be 1 young, 1 adult, and 1 mature. If I'm right. Yeah, we're just gonna go and cross right over here. Because there's no way we're making it across that tiny little rickety bridge with this car anyway. Attention hunters, a few years ago I located a mountain goat which was wounded by a poacher with at least 3 crossbow bolts. Okay, so I was wrong, it's the mountain goat mission. After observing the billy for more than an hour, I determined that the animal needed to be euthanized. The poor goat had several bolt wounds, including one in the middle of its forehead. Another bolt was firmly lodged in the animal's throat, preventing the goat from feeding and drinking. This was one of the cruelest acts against wildlife that I've witnessed in my career. People who are lucky enough to be chosen to hunt mountain goats legally should value their lives and not make the animal suffer any longer than absolutely necessary. Please keep this in mind and report any poacher activity you stumble upon. Rachel Madden, Fish and Game Supervisor. So this mission requires us to hunt a mountain goat, well, 3 mountain goats with a tier 5 rifle and a shot to the heart. I can tell you right now it's going to take us more than 3 goats. Because I'm not going to be able to get them right in the heart right away. Okay. Now we gotta go and explore the south of the map. So we've got the Hallowich cabin over here. What's the quickest way for us to get there right now? There is a road that goes... Oh, this is not going where I wanted to go. No. The one to the right leads over where? Over here, over here, over here. Oof. I think it's honestly going to be better if we just stick along the main road. I think that's going to be less hassle for everyone involved, unless I'm mistaken, and this is the road that leads... Oh, that doesn't lead up here. Okay, so we're going to have to go back here to the right over here until we get here, and then we continue straight to the cabin. And then from the cabin, it's going to be down here, left over here till we get to this little campsite. This is a really annoying part of the map. All right, let's go. First, we need to get back over here. Get out of the water. And we only have about 2 hours of good daylight left. 2 in-game hours of daylight. Once we get to 6:30 to 7 p.m., the sunlight is going to be gone really, really fast. And then this gets a lot harder because we do have lights on the car. But we are not going to be able to see the animals until they're basically right on top of us. So that's going to make trying not to hit and run anything a lot worse. Alright, we want to go right here, and then we have a very annoying track through the... Please go! Hey wolves, how's it going? Please awoo all the way across the road and don't come back. Please. Everyone just proceed in an orderly fashion, thank you. Or stay on that side, I don't care, just... don't make me hit you. Please. Okay. Now we get to one of the most annoying sections in the car. But we do need to get to this campsite. Well, this is not actually a campsite, this is a cabin. The last cabin that we have to uncover. No. The third cabin. We still have to go to Volkov's. Alright. Anyway, first we have to do this trek through the mountains. No, we're staying on this road. We are not taking any detours. Just stay where we actually have the car tracks. Can I just shortcut through these serpentine curves? Yeah, I can. If I'm very, very careful, I don't want to end up all the way down the mountain yet. Please. Not like this. I don't want to total my car and be sent back to the lodge. That would be bad. Not after we've come so far. Oh, come on. There we go. I think now the worst should be behind us. Yes. Cool, let's go. Let's check in on Bustin' Dustin. Here we want to go straight ahead. Okay. Whoa! Oh man. Car physics for the win. Yep. Hunting permission required. We're in Harlowich now. Harlowich is primary habitat and private land for elk, black bears, and snowshoe hares. But mostly people come here for the elk and for the black bears. Alright. Dustin, let's go. I love all of Nez Perce Valley, but I love hunting in the highlands the most. There's nothing more exciting than the burning gaze of a predator on the back of your head, only for you to turn around and see nothing because they are silent and slippery. Maybe except for the bears. And I should know. I found an abandoned cub years ago because its mother died in the winter. The cub saw me as its mother. Can you imagine? I can imagine Wallace saying yes and laughing. I took care of the cub and for some time he lived in my garden because he didn't want to leave me. Can you imagine what it costs to feed a bear? Eventually I let him into the wild and he disappeared. I haven't seen him since. People called me crazy taking care of a bear, but that's who I am. I love mountain climbing. Used to. Now my belly is too big. Paragliding and generally anything that gets my paws elevated. That is to say, my land is not for everyone. If you want to gain my respect, you need to pass my special evaluations. The first one is a test of invisibility. Maybe invisibility is not the best term, because the elks can sense you even if you just breathe the wrong way. Anyway, if you can't pass this test, don't even try to continue in these forests. Busting Dustin. I think this one is for getting an elk from under 100 meters. Okay, I wasn't sure how many meters, but it's under 100. Got it.
You've discovered Nez Perce Valley Highland Forest habitat. Thick woodlands are the best defense for animals, as well as a challenge for hunters. Highland forests in the Nez Perce Valley host a plethora of wildlife, including dangerous black bears and wolves.
Oh yeah, wolves are here as well. But yes, this mission would be terrible if we didn't have the elk caller. Thanks to the elk caller, it's going to be fairly easy. Because elk in this game are super skittish. I'm not sure if they are that skittish in real life. But in this game, you're going to have a really hard time if you're trying to get an elk without a caller. Alright, not this way, this way. And then we go right when we hit the marker. Got it. So for elk, red deer, wolves, and Cape buffalo, you do want to change your approach strategy a little bit. You do want to approach them much slower, crouch a lot sooner, and generally just take more breaks when you're approaching them. And if at all possible, use a caller, because otherwise they're just going to give you a lot of trouble. And again, if you've already spooked an animal once, they will then spook easier the next time you encounter them. So, at least within the same session. So if you spook an elk and then you try to pursue them, it's going to be even harder to get close. So really just invest in the callers as soon as you can. Personally, I would say the most important investment at first is a shotgun, because the first mission you get after a tutorial is a shotgun mission. And every single waterfall and hare mission is best done with a shotgun. So that should be your first investment after the tutorial is over. And then the second one, either collars or a better scope. And a tier 6 rifle that will allow you to actually take down elk and bears and all of that. And after that, you can start spending your money however you want. But those, I would say, are the most important things to get as early as possible. And thankfully, a lot of the story missions don't actually require too much hunting. So the story missions are always a good way to actually get a lot of cash very quickly. All right. Getting closer to our turn. And I think then we're gonna have to teleport to another area to actually get closer to our next campsite, because this one is really far out. This one is about as southwest as you can get with campsites. So turn right. But this area is where you want to go if you want really, really big black bears and really big elk. Oops. Thought I was just past that one, but nope. Oh, there's something running along the side, probably elk. There we go. Okay, somewhere over there, but I don't see what it is. Have you ever experienced the thrill of stealing a treasure right under someone's nose? Oh god, not this mission. As the sole inheritor of a humble family line of gentlemen thieves, I've done my share of stealing purses from old women and ice cream buckets from kids. All these instances were united by the weird impulse of excitement, futility, and shame I experienced the moment I performed the extraction with surgical precision. After a while, I started to realize that what I was doing was wrong, that it was no use, and that there must have been a better way. And this is when I found out about hunting, a much more ethical activity than what my family has been practicing for generations. On top of that, now I don't steal something close to their heart, I literally steal their hearts with a pointed shot. I found the exact same thrill in hunting for the prey of other hunters. First, I find the predator. Second, I look for the prey they are following. And finally, I intrude and steal their treasure right under their nose. It is a perfect crime. Unlike hags and kids, predators neither cry nor complain, so they have my respect in abundance. Would you kindly join me in this practice and experience the thrill of second-hand hunting yourself? There are lots of wolves in the area, but I'm sure they won't mind as long as you aim straight into the hearts of your prey. Canine Lupin. These names, man, these names. References, references, references. Okay, where do we need to go next? Yeah, that's what I thought we need to go to. Pretty far out area. We need to go over here to be precise. And there's no quick and easy way to get there from here. Actually, there's no quick and easy way to get there from anywhere, because this area is a bit of a pain to get to. So what we are going to do is we are going to go back to this campsite. I'm gonna get a car, go down to this campsite. Hop on over to, wait, is it actually over here or is it? No, it should be a little further up. It should be around here somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna have to hop over here, take the car, get down here, left until we can get to this one. And then we go left again. Let's go.